Have you ever found yourself in this exact situation? It's 10 p.m. You're lying in bed. The blue light from your phone illuminating a tired face. You're doom scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, or watching a random YouTube video you don't even care about. But deep down, there is a gnawing, uncomfortable feeling eating away at you. You know you have an essay due tomorrow, a report your boss is waiting for, or simply the promise to work out, or learn a new language that you made to yourself at the start of the year. You tell yourself, just 5 more minutes, 1 more video, and then I'll start. But then, 5 minutes turns into an hour, and an hour turns into an entire wasted evening. As the clock strikes midnight, anxiety crashes over you. You feel useless. You label yourself as lazy, undisciplined, and weak. But wait a minute. What if I told you that you aren't lazy at all? What if I told you that this procrastination, this feeling of not wanting to do anything, is actually a highly intelligent defense mechanism created by your brain to protect you? Sounds crazy, right? Why would your brain want to sabotage your career to protect you? In today's video, Psychovive will take you deep into the maze of the mind to decode the psychology of laziness. We aren't going to give you cliché advice like just try harder. Instead, we're going to learn how to hack your brain's operating system, tricking it into making the hardest tasks feel as easy as breathing. Welcome to Psychovive. Take a deep breath and let's reprogram your mind. Part 1. The science. The war inside your head to trick your brain. You first have to understand how the enemy operates. In reality, there is a brutal power struggle happening inside your head between the characters. Character number 1 is the professor. This is your prefrontal cortex. The professor is smart, logical, and thinks long-term. He knows you need to work to make money, study to have a future, and exercise to live longer. He is the whispering voice saying, we should really do that assignment now. But character number 2 is the one who holds the real power. Let's call him the instant gratification monkey, the limbic system. The limbic system is the most ancient part of the brain, responsible for emotions and survival instincts. This monkey doesn't care about 5 years from now. It only cares about 2 things: immediate pleasure and avoiding pain. When you face a difficult task like writing a 10-page report, the professor says, do it. It's good for our career. But the monkey looks at that report and screams, danger. That's too hard. It costs too much energy. We might fail and get yelled at. That equals pain. Run away. And to save you from this imagined pain, the monkey immediately steers the ship of your mind toward a safer harbor: social media. Why social media? Because it provides dopamine, the happiness hormone, instantly, with 0 effort required. Here is the key takeaway. Laziness is not a character defect. Laziness is a biological stress response. When your brain identifies a task as difficult, boring, or ambiguous, the pain centers in your brain, the insular cortex, actually light up. That means the thought of doing homework causes physical pain to your brain. Instinctively, you procrastinate to stop the pain. So, how does the professor defeat the powerful monkey? We need some sophisticated tricks. Part 2. The trick, the resistance. Threshold and the 2-minute rule. Our biggest mistake is looking at the entire mountain we have to climb. I have to write 10 pages. I have to work out for an hour. I have to clean the whole house. When the monkey sees the mountain, it freezes. This is called analysis paralysis. To trick the brain, you must lower the resistance threshold so low that the monkey inside your head doesn't even realize it's an effort. This is where we apply the 2-minute rule. Don't say, I'm going to run 5 kilometers. Say, I'm just going to put on my running shoes and step out the door. After 2 minutes, I can come back in if I want. Don't say, I'm going to read this whole book. Say, I'm just going to read 1 single page. After that, I'm allowed to close the book. Why does this work? Because the hardest part of any task isn't doing the work. It is starting the work. In physics, we call this static friction, pushing. A parked car takes a massive amount of force, but once it's rolling, You only need a gentle push to keep it moving. When you trick your brain into thinking it's only 2 minutes, the professor successfully sneaks past the monkey's security guard. And the magic happens when you finish tying your shoes or writing the first sentence. Natural dopamine from completing a small task is released. The pain vanishes, and there is an 80% chance you will keep going. Remember, the goal is not to finish. The goal is just to start. Part 3. The detox, removing the competition, but there is a problem. Even if you break the task down, if your phone is right next to you offering a billion exciting videos, reading a book will still feel incredibly boring. Why? Because our brains are always comparing options. Option A, read a book, low dopamine. Delayed reward. Option B, scroll TikTok, high dopamine. Instant reward. Your brain, designed for survival, will always choose option B. You cannot use willpower to fight biology forever. You will lose. The only way to win is to eliminate the competition. This is the concept of environment design. If you want to work, put the phone in another room. Turn off the Wi-Fi. Use apps to block social media. Make your bad habits difficult. Make your good habits easy. Try a small experiment called a dopamine detox when you feel lazy. Don't force yourself to work immediately. Instead, do nothing. Seriously. Sit on a chair and stare at the wall. No phone, no music, no books, no talking. Just sit there. After 10 or 15 minutes, boredom will peak. Your brain will start desperate craving stimulation. And when there is no phone available, suddenly, writing a report or cleaning the room becomes much more attractive than staring at a white wall. We're using boredom as a weapon. Let boredom push you into productivity. Part 4. Identity shift, rewriting your Psychovive techniques. Above are short-term tactics. But to change your life completely, you need a long-term strategy. You need to change how you view yourself. Notice how you talk to yourself. Do you often say, "I'm a procrastinator, I'm so lazy," or "I can't focus"? Every time you say that, you are reinforcing a core belief in your subconscious. Your brain has a job to make your actions align with that belief. If you believe you are lazy, your brain will subconsciously sabotage your hard work to bring you back to that familiar lazy label. Try tricking the brain with the labeling effect. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to run," say, "I am an athlete," even if you've only run for 1 day. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to write a book," say, "I am a writer." When you shift your identity, you no longer have to try to work. You do it because that is who you are. An athlete never skips training. A writer writes every day. External pressure transforms into internal motivation. Fake it till you make it. Part 5. The emotional healing, the power of forgiveness. Have covered the tactics. But there is one final barrier, an invisible wall that stops you the most. It is guilt. Go back to that scene at midnight when you realize you've wasted the whole day. What do you feel? Regret, self-hatred. A psychology study at Carleton University revealed a fascinating truth. Students who forgave themselves for procrastinating on the first exam procrastinated less as on the second exam. Why? Because procrastination is linked to negative emotions. If you hate yourself, if you are stressed, the instant gratification monkey gets scared, and when it's scared, it wants to find comfort even more web surfing, more snacking. It is a vicious cycle. Feel bad, $right tarot, procrastinate to feel better, $right tarot. Feel worse, $right tarot, procrastinate again, to break it. You have to do something very difficult. Forgive yourself. Tell yourself, okay, I wasted time today. I am human, and humans are not perfect. I accept that. Now is a new moment. I can start fresh. Self-compassion is not an excuse for laziness. It is the antidote to the fear that causes procrastination in the first place. Part 6. Conclusion. Friends, laziness is not your nature. It is just a signal that your brain is scared, overwhelmed, or dopamine deprived. Don't fight your brain with hatred. Learn to cooperate with it. Break tasks down until they are ridiculously small. The 2-minute rule. Remove cheap temptations and Let boredom lead the way. And most importantly, forgive your past self to build your future self right now. After this video ends, I have a small challenge for you. Do not scroll down to the comments. Do not click on the next video. Turn off your screen. Put your phone down and do whatever you have been avoiding for exactly 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. You can do this. If this content touched a part of your soul and helped you understand yourself better, please support Psychovive by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. We are here to explore the vast universe inside your mind so that every day we become a better, happier, and more conscious version of ourselves. Thank you for listening. And now, go start your 2 minutes.